Today, we're going to break down a really crucial part of the EU's landmark AI Act, specifically the safety net it creates for AI systems after they've hit the market. And it's important to note, this analysis was carried out under the scientific supervision of Professor Vihar Kiskinov.
All right, Section 1, when safe AI isn't safe. This really gets to the heart of a major challenge. You see, the EU AI Act has these incredibly strict rules to make sure high-risk AI is safe before it ever gets to you and me. But the regulators knew that with something as complex and adaptive as AI, that pre-market check is just the start. It's really not the end of the story.
So this really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? What happens when an AI system that was certified as totally safe turns out to be dangerous? Think about it. Unlike, say, a toaster, some AI systems are designed to learn and change over time. So what's the game plan when a serious problem pops up only after that AI is out in the wild, interacting with the world in ways no one could have predicted in a lab?
You know, a really good way to think about this is like a car recall. We've all seen this happen, right? A car can pass every single safety test with flying colors. But then, months down the road, a hidden flaw is discovered that puts people at risk. What happens? The company issues a recall. It's that exact same idea of ongoing responsibility that's now being applied to high-risk AI. So that brings us to Section 2, the EU's AI safety net. And the specific tool we're talking about here is Article 82. This is the legal machinery, the actual mechanism that's designed to be that safety net for dealing with these risks after an AI is already on the market.
Now, here's the absolutely critical detail. Article 82 kicks in when a high-risk AI system is already compliant. I mean, it's already passed its exams, it's checked all the boxes, it's technically following the law. This is what makes it so important. It's built to handle that tricky situation where an AI can be doing everything it's supposed to do, but still ends up creating a real risk to people's health, safety, or their fundamental rights. Okay, Section 3, how the safety net works. So how does this all play out in the real world? Well, it's not just a set of vague guidelines. It's actually a very clear, structured, three-step procedure. Let's walk through it.
It all starts with Step 1. A risk is detected. A national watchdog, think of a country's safety agency, gets an alert. This could come from anywhere, really. An official incident report, a complaint from a user, or even their own monitoring. Then Step 2. That watchdog acts. They launch an investigation, and importantly, they consult with experts on fundamental rights. This is key because it acknowledges that the risks here aren't just technical glitches, they can affect our basic rights. If they confirm there's a problem, they can order the AI company to fix it, and fast. Finally, Step 3 is EU-wide coordination. That country doesn't just keep the info to itself. They immediately tell the European Commission and all the other EU countries, making sure everyone is on the same page and the response is unified across the entire bloc.
So, what does fixing the problem actually look like? Well, it's not always a dramatic, pull-it-off-the-shelves moment. The whole idea is based on proportionality, meaning the fix has to match the size of the problem. It could be something as simple as a software update, or maybe they put some new limits on how the AI can be used. Other options could be to beef up the human oversight, or just provide clearer warnings to users. A full-blown recall? That's really the last resort, save for the most serious situations. And all of this brings us to Section 4, a new age of accountability. Because what we're talking about here is more than just a technical procedure. It's a really profound shift in how we think about tech regulation and what it even means for a product to be safe in this day and age.
This slide really nails the core change. Think about the old way of doing things. Safety checks happen once, right before a product was sold. It was a one-and-done kind of deal. But with Article 82, that completely changes. Safety is no longer a single checkpoint. It's a continuous process. It's an ongoing obligation that lasts for the entire life of the AI system. Accountability doesn't stop when you buy the product.
And it's so important to understand that Article 82 doesn't exist in a bubble. It's just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. You can see here how it connects with all these other major EU laws. For example, if an AI poses a risk to your fundamental rights, that could also be a problem under the GDPR, the Big Data Protection Law. If there's an issue with an AI used on a huge online platform, that could bring in the Digital Services Act. It's all part of this interlocking web of rules designed to protect citizens from every angle. And this quote really sums up a core philosophy here. The article's involvement of multiple actors highlights the principle of shared responsibility for AI safety and ethical use. What this means is that keeping AI safe isn't just one company's job. It's not all on the developer.
It's a shared burden, a team effort between the companies that make the AI, the national authorities that watch over it, and the EU itself that coordinates the whole thing. Everyone has a role to play. So, to wrap things up, Article 82 creates this incredibly important model for what we call post-market surveillance. It's built on these two big ideas: continuous evaluation and shared responsibility. It's a really powerful safety net for the AI we have today. But it also makes you think, doesn't it? It leaves us with this huge question for the future. As AI gets more and more complex, more autonomous, what will the safety nets of tomorrow even need to look like to keep up?